Good morning. Hey, everyone. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue. Hey, notice anything different? It's kind of quiet. No barking Lola. She's actually in the bedroom right now. So I wanted to. Yesterday they were barking something awful. So I wanted to see how this worked out. And she still heard me say good morning, and she's saying good morning back. Anyway, welcome, welcome. This is Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue. Welcome to Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. This is a daily video chat program that right now is scheduled at Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. In a couple weeks, we'll be changing it, really just shifting the days. We're going to be going from Friday to Tuesday. It's the same number of days, just shifting it into the weekend so that we might be able to catch some people that otherwise can't make it at 9 o'clock. So, good morning to everyone. I'll say my good mornings. Hello, Leslie. Hi, Shirley. Sherry. Hi, Diane. Hi, Linda. Dawn. How are you? Jamie. Let's see. Who else did I see? Did I see Loretta today? I don't know if Loretta is today. Loretta's work day, volunteer day. So welcome to the show. We're going to be doing a little bit of sewing, which is why I have my sewing machine out. But of course, I need to Cricutize every project, right? And so I'm going to show you how to make this darling little thing. Isn't it cute? So, I'll just give you a little story. So it's not a Kleenex. You could buy these, not that brand, but I always carry these little pocket packs. It remind me of my aunt. Anyway, every time I see them, but they go into my purse, and then they always end up being crushed and gross at the bottom. So honestly, about 20 years ago, I developed this little tissue cover, and it's so easy to cut, and I'm using actually Cricut vinyl to use as my template. You don't have to, and I'll go through it, but it's just simply a little piece of fabric that is cleverly folded so that you can then just pop your thing in there. And believe it or not, it really does protect those tissues, which are not cheap to buy. These tissues, by the way, I went looking for them, and maybe I paid $10 for 8 of them, which, so you gotta preserve what you got. And so it's so cute. I suppose you could do something here if you want, but all I did was I went to the fabric store and I picked up some fabric quarters. That's what these are. Fat quarters, they're actually called. A fat quarter is a piece of fabric that's cut in a special size. So in this case, this was a fabric bundle. So there were 5 pieces. This one here is one I used. And then there are these 4, and they're cut in a way that it makes it perfect for quilting, but it also makes it perfect for just sewing in general. So they're 18 by 21 normally. I mean, sometimes there's a little bit of difference there, but here's what you get. It's like a quarter of a yard that's folded in a certain way before it's cut. That's why it's called fat quarter. So it's a quarter of a yard. So fat, that's the quarter part. But instead of being folded this way before they cut it, they fold it this way, yielding this. And this is folded over like that. And you can use this, obviously you could cut these up or make charms and things like that with it, but I just like these fat quarters because I like to do little projects, and there's tons of little projects to do with fat quarters. So what I did was I used my Cricut, and I'll show you. I did post the file, but let's just make sure. Okay, so it's called Travel Tissue Covers, and we're looking to make these 3.5 by 5.5 inch high. So if you don't have or don't want to use this and you want to just use, I don't know, like a piece of cardboard, you can just cut it, but cut it at 3.5 inches wide by 5.5 inches high. Now that's quite a bit bigger, a little bit bigger than this. Let me just show you. This is let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, it's like 4.25 by 1, 2.5, but we need that extra space so that we can turn it inside out. Okay, so we're going to, what I did was I made a rectangle the size that I need, and then I cut these out. So we need to cut out 4 of these. And so here is I can hear Benji barking in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear him, whatever. He never barks unless he's put it away. Okay, so here's my vinyl. Again, you can use sticker cardstock. You can use, as I said, a piece of cardboard or craft board or chipboard, whatever you want. And jeepers, if you had like a gift to make for, I don't know, teachers or maybe a craft fair or something, this is a really nice little project. You could sell it maybe for $2 or $3, make some money after you figure out, you know, the fabric and the I used to sell them for $2 when I had my soap business, but then again, that was 20 years ago. So maybe some people will sell them for more. Anyway, so this fabric is folded, you see, and I'm going to cut out 2 pieces folded. All right. Now I've got my fabric scissors, which I'll be honest with you, I don't think they've been used for fabric all along, and they need to be sharpened, but my rotary cutter, like with the blade and everything, it's actually on its way to me. It hasn't made its way here yet. So I'm just going to first cut this in half. Now, in addition to the fabric that you're going to need, you're also going to need a sewing machine and a few pins, and obviously some scissors or something to cut your fabric with. And here is me trying to cut this all nice. Now, you could use pinking shears if you wanted to. Those are the ones that help with the help the fabric for not unraveling. I grew up using pinking shears, but I don't know that people use them as much anymore. So here I am just trimming, and you see here there's 2 pieces right here. Those are going to be the front, the covers, and then these 2 are going to be the back. So if you're ever in Joann's and you're like looking at all those fabric, maybe you're a new sewer or maybe you just don't sew that often, I always go in Joann's and look all the fabrics because they're just so beautiful and they're always put together well. So they're all like color, you know how they have the quilter showcase. They also have like novelty and stuff. But along the edge of the store or the presentation there are the fat quarters. They're actually shaped like a square, and you can buy one of those and do this. And out of one, you'll probably get 3, maybe 4, if you're being real careful about how you cut this out. So so maybe 4 out of one fat quarter, and then so they sometimes will go on sale. They used to be $1, but I think they're now like $1.50. And so you get 1/4 of a yard for $1.50, and you could get 4 of them, which would make this what, $1.50. 4 is 75, like less than 50 cents each one. And then I think the most expensive part is the tissues. Okay, let's get our our sewing machine here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our 4 pieces. Now, 2 of the pieces are going to be with the wrong sides together. See that? Wrong sides together. And then these are going to be the front of it. So we're going to fold it again with the wrong sides together, just like this. Now, if this is helpful to use your Cricut Mini to make this flat, you could certainly do that. I can turn mine on and get my little thing, because the mini is perfect for that. And I just want to mention that the minis are on sale. Woohoo! I'm actually going to pick up another mini at Michael's today because I couldn't resist. They were $39. I mean, come on. They're so, they're so cheap and they're wonderful to have around. So this will make my 3rd mini. I also bought an extra Cricut Joy, which I brought down to Wendy's shop on yesterday, and I started playing around. We were doing some great little projects yesterday, and I wanted to show her how the mini worked. I'm sorry, not the mini, the Joy works. So when I go pick up my mini, I'll bring that one down there too and show her how that one works as well. So I'm getting real excited about the new schedule because it's going to give me time to organize and get everyone sort of everyone locally on board with some things. And that being said, we're meeting this morning with the woman from the TV station. So hopefully with that, we'll be able to get a more professional view of our videos, or maybe a podcast. We're talking different things like that. So now that I have these, the 9x9 is perfect, Robin, and it's $99. So good. Make sure that you're an Access customer before, and because you'll get an extra 10% off if you order on Cricut. If you're ordering from Michael's, they have also rewards, which I really like. So it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen the other with Michael's. Sometimes it's just you have that intense need to have it right away. So Michael's is good for that. If you have one local, and then you can just go order and pick it up. That's what I did, and I'm gonna go order and pick it up there. So okay, so now I'm talking, but let me tell you what I'm doing. So I'm taking these 2 pieces and I'm folding it with the right sides out or the wrong sides together. I'm folding it like this. There's 2 of them, and I'm using a pen to keep them at that size. Now let's take these 2 pieces and we're going to put them aside for right now. Let's get our sewing machine ready. So this is my sewing machine. I've had it for a very long time. Oh yeah, you get 10% because you're old. I love it. Yeah, Fat Quarters Walmart. Oh, great. I did not know they had it. So here we go. I've put 2 pins in here. If I wanted to, if I felt uncomfortable with the way that this was laying, I could also press these closed, but it's not important. And then I'm going to, I don't know if this is going to be viewable, but I'm going to do a 1/4 inch, about 1/4 inch around the edge, just 3 edges, not the folded edge. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that to both. If I can get my machine to work. All right, there we go. Oh, it looks like it's messing up. Well, how do you like that? It wasn't messing up when I did this at the beginning, but this will allow you to see what happens sometimes. So my thread got all mumbo jumbo, so I'm going to go ahead and rethread this while we're waiting here. I will tell you, okay, here we go. I'm going to rethread, and I don't have to do pull the bobbin out because it's already out. But what happened to this, I'm going to have to clip this all off. You're not going to see this part, so that's good. But you can just take it out. I just clip this. Okay, let's hope. Come on, work for me, okay? Might be time for a new sewing machine. Yes, I do talk to my machines. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch around the cut edges only. Okay. This is so easy that if you were going to do like a benefit or a fundraiser or something like that, this is the sort of thing that people love to buy because it's inexpensive, and also it's useful. It's a useful thing. And who hasn't had that happen with their tissue covers? So there we go. We're going to do the second one now. And for those of you that are like new to sewing, I just give you a background on me. I learned to sew from family. I'm not like classically trained or anything. And my mom and my aunt, who was a seamstress and used to actually make uniforms for the army. And she was a lovely woman. And she taught me everything I know about sewing. She used to do all kinds of alterations. She did my alteration on my wedding gown. And it's just, those people aren't around anymore. And it's so sad. But for me, I've always liked to do little home deck things, or just like little accessories, things that I don't have to commit a lot to. I mean, I know how to do all the fancy stuff because of them, but sometimes you just need like instant gratification, right? So, okay, here are our two pieces. Again, they're the right sides are facing out, and there are our two pieces that are folded. And we're going to take a pin and just hold these in place. Let's do that on both sides. And then here is the other. Now they should meet in the middle, like at a halfway point. Yeah, my aunt, she sewed, well, I think she sewed almost to the end of her life. She was a stay-at-home aunt. She actually used to teach home ec, and I wish they had home ec still, because this kinds of things fun to learn, and to say, yeah, I could sew on a button, or I could do this, but unfortunately they don't have that much anymore. All right, so now that I have the two pieces facing each other, there's the fold, and I have them all pinned. I'm going to put them through to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew them all around. Now, you're going to want to sew so that where you can see your lines, it's covered, because you don't want to see that part when you turn this inside out. So you might have to take the pins out if you put them in the wrong place, or because you don't want to get a pin under there. And the fourth side. Okay. Eileen, are you on today? I wanted to say thank you for doing the for giving me the Patreon pledge for the whole year. So generous. Thank you so much, Eileen. I do appreciate it. Remember, you too can be a Patreon, a Patreon patron of me. And that you can do, go to patreon.com and you can look for me under Miss Rita to the rescue. Okay, so what I did was, now that I finished that and I sewed it all the way around, I'm just going here and just clipping some of these little errant pieces of thread because I don't like those. And then what I did was I clipped the corners, but not too close to where it's cut. We just do that to reduce the bulk, okay, of your finished piece, because now that we've done that, you're actually done. You just need to turn it. So turn it this way, go in with your thumbs and your fingers and turn it this way. And if it's not nice and cornered, like a rounded corner here, you can use something like, oh, it doesn't matter what you use. Often I will use a skewer. They make special things, but I'm using my scissors. And then we take our little bit. If you're going to make these for someone else, what I would do is I usually open them up like this, and then I just slip them in here, just like this. And it's a little tight in there. I don't know if they make these tissues. Let's see this one. This one I did a little less tight. But so here you go. There's your, I did this one a little less tight, I think. But there's your tissue cover. Isn't that cute? It's so easy and fun. And now you have something to do with all of those fat quarters, if you're like me, that you just pick up because, oh, it's such a cute, I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's such a cute little pattern. And by the way, if you want to get this particular fabric bundle, which was 5 different fat quarters, I did get this at Joann's. And I'm going to try to link that to the video after the fact. But I did get these at Joann's, and I think they were about $9 for 5 coordinating pieces. They had a couple of different ones, and they were on sale. So I think I got them for like $7. So I got them like $2 off, but I thought that was worth it. And obviously you could probably make all kinds of different things, but this was just one little project that I really loved making. So thank you so much to everyone. You did? Wow, Gail. You had a client beast. Wow, Gail's saying that she did men's tailoring and made men's suits, including shoulder pads. Wow, that's awesome. So anyway, there we go. This is it. So easy. Again, I just love the addition of the use of the vinyl, because for me it's so much easier than like, where's my pattern? Right. And again, remember, you're going to be cutting these on the fold, so you're going to get 2, you need 4 of these pieces. So just use your fabric, place that on there like that, and cut 2. If you really wanted to save time, you could fold this and cut 4, but to be honest, I have a hard time if I don't have the proper tools, especially. I have a hard time. So I think I would rather just cut it out as a duplicate. So that's it for today. I know I'm done early, but I'm sure there are people out there that would like the fact that I'm done early. Yay. But also I need to get downtown and meet with my friend Wendy so we can actually come up with some cool new things for our upcoming change. Don't forget that we have a giveaway going on. I will put the link in the description, and you can put your name in. Everybody can put their name in once a day, as long as they share, like, and comment on any of my videos. And then also remember, we're trying to increase our subscriber base. So do share it so that way more people will find out about us and do some of these fun projects. Tomorrow we are going to revisit the hat press, and we're going to be making some very special hats for my friend Santo. He runs his own construction business and he wanted some hats. He's still, he's just like a single contractor, so he does not have like a big, logo or anything. So he runs a company called Espinal Brothers, and we're going to be doing hats for him and his workers. And so we'll be doing that with the hat press and the mini. So do tune in for tomorrow. I still haven't been able to get to use the Rob and Bob stuff for Friday. So I'm going to do a paper project on Friday. We'll make a card for Father's Day, or I still haven't decided. We'll do something like for Juneteenth. Remember, Juneteenth is now a federal holiday. So that is actually it comes June 19th is on Sunday this year, which is also Father's Day. So we'll be doing something for Juneteenth on Monday because that's the day that it's celebrated as a federal holiday. Okay. And that is it for me today. Definitely tell your friends. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you like these kinds of changes from paper. I love paper, don't get me wrong, but I do also love sewing, and so sewing, knitting, and all that other stuff. So I always look for ways to get my Cricut involved in my projects. So thank you for coming today. I hope you have a lovely day. They're not, Loretta. I mentioned it several times to Cricut. Loretta's saying that she can't find the Rob and Bob images, and they were images that were available as a digital set back in December. And if you purchase them, there are some really great cards in there. But when Valentine's rolled around, I asked them, do you think you could, put them on DS? And that didn't happen. Then March came, April, Easter. There were some great Easter cards there too. And Mother's Day, we missed the whole year. So we're going to have to do it next year, I guess, when they get this figured out. All right, everybody. Oh, Buzz Lightyear has a movie of his own. That's awesome. That's great, Donna. Donna, post a picture. Post a picture. And if Mary Lou Staley, I think everybody should have gotten their May gifts, their May winnings. So feel free to post a picture on Facebook or send me an email with a picture, and I'll post it if you'd like and tag your name. All right, everybody, take care, and we will see you. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.